Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode in the Just Grandad series. Today is all about meeting a granddaughter from school. I've always enjoyed meeting grandchildren. It's been a privilege to be able to do so, and because they go across a wide range of schools, I've found a new wide range of arrangements to meet them. During lockdown, of course, which is what I said last week most of these poems were about, it was very different because schools made up new arrangements and it was quite confusing. Now, I had the privilege of meeting Bonnie, my youngest granddaughter, from school, and they'd sorted a system out where they put up temporary fencing and made a one-way system. You went up lane 1, you met the children at the door on the way, and you came down lane 2. So you made no contact whatsoever. And to make it even better, they used masking tape on the floor so you had to social distance. These are all things that we remember about lockdown that we've tended to forget since. The thing with social distancing, when you're meeting the children, all the mums normally like to huddle together and have a chat, don't they, and a bit of a gossip. But of course, you can't do that if you're social distancing. So the conversations are a little bit louder, sometimes even shouted. And you'll see how that's relevant when the poem goes on. So this poem was written after meeting Bonnie for the first time in lockdown. Before you hear it, you've just got to remember, of course, that social gatherings of more than 6 people were banned. That's quite relevant to some of the poem. Just as an aside, during lockdown, we had a house in our road here that decided to have a party, and people were turning up by their dozens almost. But then the police turned up and got rid of everybody, and the party was cancelled. And I'd like to say on record now, I was not that informer. But back to the poem, written after my first experience of meeting Bonnie during lockdown. A pleasure and a privilege to meet the kids from school. My first time since lockdown, and I've had to learn the rule. Lane 1 is where I queue for Bonnie. She comes out at 3. So hopefully I've got it right, and she will soon spot me. I get there far too early. I'm the first one in the queue. I'm not surprised, a bit too soon. It's only 2:45. I've 15 minutes still to wait. For me, a lengthy stay. But there's a satisfaction knowing I'm the first today. And as the queue builds up, I like to eavesdrop conversations. Now I know about Sal's shopping trips and Vicky's operations. I know what Beth's old man is like and what he's got for dinner. And Sharon, well, I can't repeat. She's surely back to winner. I know what shoes Samantha bought, but don't tell Rick the price. I know that Tracy fancies Carl. For Barry, that's not nice. I know what dress Chantel will wear tonight at Crystal's do. I hope they keep it down to 6, although it seems too few. I've got a feeling listening in that they'll break all the rules, but if they're caught and brought to task, they'll be the silly fools. I know how much Diana's spent on booze this week alone. I know that Chris ignores Joanne. He's always on his phone. And Gloria, a classic case, a first-class rumour-monger. I can't believe that Jill did that. If only I was younger. Oh, look, it's almost 3 o'clock, and here comes Bonnie's band. The show is over for a while. Back to the job in hand. I see my Bonnie's smiley faced. She rushes for a hug. And as we leave, I realise I may have caught the bug. I guess being a gate mum involves sun, snow, fog and rain. But if I get the chance, I'd like to do it all again. Thank you for listening. Goodbye for now. Before I go, I'd like to thank very much the subscribers from last week. That's very kind of you. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed it, spread the word. Drop a like down below or subscribe this week. If you haven't enjoyed it, stumm, please. Thank you very much. See you next week.